Getty. I got a short video for you guys on how to repair the BB stop inside of your KWA magazines. So what happened was mine broke due to normal wear and tear, not a really big deal, right? So what I ended up having to do was go online and I ordered this off of the KWA website. It's pretty cheap and shipping was pretty fast. Anyway, the part number is 1002MG002. So they'll ship those over to you. I ended up buying 2 just because I figure if I've already broken it once, maybe it'll happen again, so I can easily repair those. And that's it. That little piece right there is your BB stop that holds the BBs inside your magazine. This is a mid cap. And I want to show you guys a short video on how to assemble, disassemble these magazines, these mid caps, and make some very basic repairs. So what I did there was this button on the bottom is under spring tension, so you push that down and the bottom plate comes out. So the next thing you gotta do is from the top, you wanna push down, and that gets you the internal parts, and you just set the outer casing off to the side. So what you're going to see are these 4 screws, and do not take those out just yet. You want to flip this mag over, and there's this little bar that comes across. You want to take your screwdriver, push down on that, and on the other end, that part comes out. And what we're going to do is use our fingers and try to pull that out, and you want to maintain positive control on this because this is under spring tension. So you don't want the spring coming out super fast and losing a lot of internal parts. Okay? So that's your spring. On the inside there, got a ton of BBs. Oh no! Anyway. So inside you're going to have this little piece right here, and I'll show you once we take the 4 screws off how that goes in, because you want to make sure that goes in properly. This part right here also it goes towards the back end of the spring, and that goes in right there. So all of that is one piece, and we'll set that off to the side right there. So go ahead and take the 4 screws out. Alright, so this simply comes out. And there it is. So the BBs are actually following this track as you're feeding it with your speed loader. So what you want to do is make sure that this curved part of that piece follows the curvature of the channel inside of this casing. Okay? And that comes out there. Kind of see a little demo. This is actually how it goes. Okay, so the BBs are pushing down on that, and what's on the back of that is the bottom of the spring. So just like that. Anyway, now I can continue making a mess with all my BBs, and all you're going to do is pull out that BB stop. So right in there is a spring. You want to make sure you don't lose the spring, and you go ahead and replace the BB stop. It's a very small piece of plastic. I guess it doesn't really take a lot to break it, so that's why I was saying normal wear and tear. Alright, once you get the BB stop in there, keep your finger on it so it stays in place. Again, this little curved piece right here, Make sure that stays along the channel where it curves with the magazine, that channel that's inside of it. And go ahead and put the top part and replace the 4 screws. And the next step is you're going to take your spring, just remember this part is going to be on top, so you want to make sure that you're feeding the spring in the correct direction. So as you get closer towards the end, of the spring, you're going to have to get creative with your fingers to make sure that it doesn't pop out all crazy. Okay? And then use your fingers to bend it in place. So once you've got it to this point, it just snaps right in. Take the outer casing, slide that back in. And your last step is the bottom plate. Push down on that button and snaps right back in place. And there you go, folks. You have a fully functioning KWA M4 magazine ready for gameplay.